For a decade, Tesla controlled the electric vehicle market through a strategy of scarcity. They produced a limited lineup of desirable cars, charged a premium price, and maintained profit margins near 20%. This chart tracks the financial trajectories of both companies. In 2026, BYD's revenue line officially crossed above Tesla's, marking a milestone that followed their lead in total vehicles sold. This data creates an immediate question regarding sustainability. BYD is saturating the market with budget vehicles, including the $10,000 Seagull, a price point that typically causes legacy manufacturers to lose money. Wall Street treats these companies as entirely different entities. BYD trades at a price-to-earnings ratio of 18, typical for a manufacturing firm. Tesla's ratio stands over 200, a valuation usually reserved for high-growth software monopolies. These two companies are no longer competing for the same customers. Their underlying economic models are in a direct, slow-motion collision. BYD was founded as a battery workshop in Shenzhen. Wang Chuanfu, a battery chemist, built the company on mastering physical materials. Most Western automakers rely on a vast network of outside suppliers. Every component that passes through a middleman adds a layer of cost, which inevitably thins the manufacturer's final profit margin. BYD operates as a vertical fortress. They own the lithium mines, manufacture their own semiconductor chips, and even produce the dashboard plastics. This integration extends to global logistics. When exporting vehicles overseas, BYD uses a fleet of massive cargo ships that they own and manage themselves. Their proprietary blade battery demonstrates the results of this in-house strategy. By refining the chemistry themselves, they produced a battery roughly 30% cheaper and more resilient. By removing the middlemen, BYD retains the profits that usually leak to suppliers. This allows their margins to match Tesla's, providing the cash flow to win a global price war while remaining profitable. While BYD releases new models every 18 to 24 months, Tesla's hardware strategy is static. The Model 3 hasn't seen a significant design change in 8 years. Elon Musk is shifting his focus away from the hardware. He views the physical vehicle as a platform for software rather than the primary product. Hardware sales are a single event, but software subscriptions create a compounding revenue curve. Tesla is betting its future on autonomous software, the lever required to support a valuation exceeding the rest of the auto industry combined. If the code actually works, a depreciating passenger car suddenly becomes an asset capable of generating continuous passive income. BYD's low-cost model is currently dominating the global south. In dense emerging markets like Brazil and Thailand, they are capturing the majority of new electric vehicle buyers. The United States has responded with an effective wall. A 100% tariff on Chinese electric vehicles essentially blocks BYD from the American consumer by doubling its retail price. Tesla is meanwhile losing ground overseas. European sales fell nearly 28% in 2025, as subsidies ended and consumer sentiment cooled toward Musk's personal brand. BYD is securing the world's volume, while Tesla is increasingly forced to defend its position within North America. Investing in BYD requires capital to be held on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, which introduces significant geopolitical risk. Warren Buffett praised the business, but recently exited the majority of his stake. He cited the risk of having capital trapped should regional tensions escalate. Tesla carries extreme keyman risk. Its market position rests entirely on Musk delivering on his long-standing promises regarding artificial intelligence. The data presents a choice. You can back the engineers who have mastered physical atoms, or the visionaries risking everything on digital code.